Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a Q&A to celebrate 5,000 subscribers. Now, ever since I changed my channel to being about digital nomad life, my subscribers have been going through the roof. I never thought I would even reach 1,000, so 5,000 to me is crazy. My next big goal is going to be 10,000, so if you haven't already subscribed, please do that right now and help me reach that awesome goal. So I posted out on Instagram and Twitter to see if anybody had any questions. Thank you so much to all of you who sent them in. I was so scared I would get absolutely zero questions, but I got a bunch, so I better crack on. I definitely don't like to work from cafes. I find them too noisy. I get very distracted. Our favorite is probably a co-work. Right now we are in a super hardcore focus month, and so we have got a kind of private office. Our ideal situation is to have some kind of view, some big glass windows so that we can look out over the city that we're in. We like to have really good functional office chairs, and really those are the main things that we look for: just good Wi-Fi, good chairs, and ideally some kind of beautiful view. Depending on what situation we're in, sometimes we like to have a bit more of a sociable environment where we're at a co-work meeting lots of other people. The co-work in Koh Lanta is awesome for that, but this month we want to just lock in and focus, so we've got a private office so that we can just work for the entire month. And I don't know if this person entirely counts as a YouTuber, but I think mine would probably be Karlie Kloss. If you don't already know her, she's an international supermodel, but she also is getting really big on YouTube, and she has a program called Code with Klossy, where she's teaching young women how to code all over America and possibly the world. She also does a bunch of baking on her channel, so I totally love her life. She gets to travel loads, she's inspiring young women to get into tech, and she is someone who I would love to trade with. 100 was pretty quick. I think that was mostly kind of friends and family, probably a couple of weeks, and then 1,000 was a lot slower. If you guys don't already know, then when I first launched my channel, it was all about secondhand fashion and ethical clothes, so it was much less popular for people to subscribe to. It was much more saturated, so it was much harder to get subscribers for that. But at the start of this year I swapped to doing nomad videos, and that has grown much quicker. So going from 1,000 to now 5,000 has been much quicker than it was for me to reach 1,000, because that's when I changed my channel kind of niche. This I'm filming on the G7X, which is a YouTuber classic, but when I'm at home I film on a Sony a6 IV, which is a big kind of detachable lens type one. I bought it because it was quite affordable, but I don't think it's one that I would particularly recommend people buy today. I got it a couple of years ago. Ed and I were actually talking about this yesterday, and we were saying which brands are we most loyal to, and one of my most loyal brands is Coke. I will not drink Pepsi, I will not drink knockoff Coke. I'm totally loyal to Coke, so I guess a brand like that, which I'm just totally obsessed with, would be awesome. In terms of beauty and fashion, I'm obsessed with Batiste, the dry shampoo. Chloe is my dream clothing brand, and also Temperley. So if either of those ever wanted to collab, that would be a dream, but I don't think they're probably going to align with what my channel is talking about. So in terms of nomad stuff, it's probably more likely going to be Skyscanner, maybe Apple, those kind of more nomad-y brands. Roost Stand are these amazing laptop stands that all the nomads use. We're big fans of them, so I guess something like that is more attainable for probably what my channel messaging is about. I guess memorable is kind of a tricky question. So my favourite place that I've ever been is Gili Air. I've talked about that a lot on this channel before. It's just total paradise. But in terms of most memorable, probably India, because nowhere can compare with the pure brain explosion that is India. I've been there twice now. I would definitely like to go back multiple more times. I always need a bit of a break in between because it's so intense, but it's just the most magical country. There's so much to look at. The sights are amazing, the sounds, the smells, the food, everything is just crazy, and nowhere else will ever really compare. Once you've been to India, every other country in the world seems vanilla. Oh, and I couldn't leave this question without mentioning the Bolivian salt flats, which I did vlog. If you saw the vlog, you'll know it was so beautiful it made me cry, which Ed thought was hilarious. But I mean, that definitely has to be one of the most memorable trips ever, because it was just jaw-dropping and it was a huge bucket list achievement for me. I watch a lot of beauty and fashion YouTubers, so I love In The Fro. Her vlogs at the moment are awesome. I obviously watch Zoella because she's just the queen. I really like Estee Lalonde because she's so like real and chilled. But then I also watch some other kind of nomad-y ones like Dream in Autumn, Zoe Ariel, Madeline Olivia, all those kinds of people. And my guilty pleasure is Thrifters Anonymous, who are obsessed with charity shopping in the US and just go crazy in the thrift stores there and find the most amazing clothes, and they're my favorite people of all to watch. I mean, they all vary a lot. Like, I guess the worst meals are the ones that have made me sick, but you're never quite sure which meal that was. I know when we were in Bolivia, we stopped in a kind of roadside cafe. All the meals were included on the trip, and we were supposed to be having like llama, I think, or alpaca meat, and it was like terrible. And it was kind of lukewarm rice and this really like rubbery skinny steak of like alpaca, and it was really gross, and we were pretty sure it was going to make us sick, so that was kind of a stressful meal. I guess I was like chugging Coca-Cola to kind of get its like supposed healing properties to get rid of food that's poisoned you, so that one wasn't ideal. One of the best meals I've had actually was in Chile. I included it in the vlog that I did where Courtney and Brett came to visit us, because we went to this really kind of high-end restaurant where almost all the courses seemed to be free. So we ordered mains, but we got free starters and all these in-betweeny meals, kind of in-betweeny sample plates to try in between the meals, and it was really cool. It was quite unusual, like very interesting flavors. I really enjoyed that, and it was a lovely kind of romantic-y atmosphere. That one was really cool. Just having a kind of capital city mindset. So the only time I've ever had stuff stolen, touch wood, was in London, because I wasn't really paying attention. I was out with my girlfriends, I had my backpack next to me, someone took my laptop out of my backpack and it was gone. So the only time I've ever been robbed was in my home country. So I don't think traveling is necessarily any more dangerous, but quite often when you're abroad, you've got your guard down, and lots of my friends are like, oh, I got on the back of a moped with a stranger with my iPhone in my back pocket and then it was gone. You know, Vietnam is really dangerous. And so I think you have to just think about where you are, treat it as if you were walking the streets of London. You know, don't walk around alone at night, because you wouldn't do that in London, or you wouldn't do that in New York, wherever you're from. But mostly I would just say try and keep your stuff with you. Don't leave your backpack on the floor in a bus station while you go to the toilet. Like, leave it with somebody who you know and you trust. Don't leave your phone on the table at dinner. Don't leave your handbag at your feet while you're in a restaurant. Kind of basics like that. Just keep your head screwed on, and I don't think you'll have any problems. It was 5,000 subscribers. That was something I wanted to achieve this year. It's currently only August, so that is super exciting, and I totally owe you guys for that. So of course my next goal is 10,000. I really hope to achieve that by the end of next year, possibly even sooner. So if you're here watching, you've made it this far in the video, please make sure you subscribe. Tell your friends, share it wherever you like. I totally owe you guys for this success so far, and I hope you will continue with me along the journey. My other kind of more personal goal that's not numbers based is that I just want to really make an impact in people's lives. I would like to inspire people to become nomads, give them the confidence to quit their jobs in a sustainable way. The best thing for me is when you guys message me or post in the comments and say that I have impacted you in one way or another, I've inspired you, I've given you practical advice. Those are really my daily goals from YouTube, so I really hope I can continue to keep fulfilling those to 10,000 and beyond. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much for all your support so far. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!